You love them or fear them, superheroes are usually defined by their refusal to kill. But every so often, the line is crossed, and it's even more shocking when they don't look back. Today, we're counting down the top 10 superhero kills with no regret. Moments that shattered expectations, changed legacies, and proved that even the brightest heroes have shadows. 10. Colossus snaps, Riptide's neck. Uncanny X-Men, number 211, 1986. During the Mutant Massacre, the Marauders unleashed chaos on the X-Men. Riptide's whirling bone projectiles cut through heroes and innocents alike, leaving the team bloodied and desperate. When one of those spinning attacks nearly killed Kitty Pryde, Shadowcat, Colossus was pushed over the edge. Seeing the woman he cared for greatly getting gravely injured ignited a cold fury in the normally gentle giant. When he finally reached Riptide, Piotr didn't hesitate. He grabbed him by the neck and snapped it instantly, ending the villain's rampage once and for all. This wasn't the patient, merciful Colossus we usually saw. It was a warrior protecting his family in the heat of war, enraged and uncompromising. And he didn't dwell on it afterward. No soul-searching, no breakdown. For Colossus, it was grim necessity, carried out without regret. 9. Moon Knight. Kills Bushman. Moon Knight Volume 5, Number 2, 2006. Mark Spector's history with Bushman goes back to the very night he became Moon Knight. Bushman betrayed him, left him for dead, and haunted his life ever since. When the chance for revenge came, Moon Knight didn't hold back. In their brutal battle, Bushman broke both of Mark's legs, leaving him bloodied and desperate. Fueled by determination and rage, Moon Knight turned the tables. He drove his blade across Bushman's face, literally carving it off and killing him. This was not a mercy kill or a heat-of-the-moment slip. It was cold-blooded revenge. Mark was calm, focused, and chillingly detached, making it even more shocking. Readers were stunned. For years, Moon Knight straddled the line between justice and madness. This moment shoved him firmly into darker territory, proving he had no problem crossing the line permanently. 8. Green Arrow executes Prometheus. Justice League, Cry for Justice, number 7, 2010. Prometheus orchestrated one of the darkest disasters in DC history, planting devices that detonated across cities. In Star City, the destruction was catastrophic, leaving Oliver Queen's hometown in ruins and claiming countless lives, including the daughter of his teammate, Roy Harper. When Green Arrow cornered Prometheus, there was no debate. He didn't tie him up. He didn't deliver him to the authorities. He didn't give him a second chance. There was no heroic monologue, no conversation, just cold, swift justice. One well-placed arrow to the head ended it instantly. In that moment, Oliver chose justice over morality. And unlike Batman or Superman, he didn't wring his hands afterward. The decision was cold, quick, and absolute. 7. Catwoman Guns, Down Black Mask. Catwoman Volume 3, Number 52, 2006. Roman Sionis, better known as Black Mask, had terrorized Gotham for years. But when he threatened to kill everyone close to Catwoman except her, it finally pushed Selina Kyle over the edge. He made it clear that he would destroy everything she cared about and everyone she loved, including her daughter, just to break her spirit. Catwoman knew there was no reasoning with him, no bargaining, no escape from his cruelty. She confronted him, pulled the trigger, and left him dead on the floor. This wasn't a heat-of-the-moment slip. Selina knew exactly what she was doing, and afterward, she didn't drown in regret. She accepted it as the only way to ensure he would never hurt anyone she loved again. For a character who often walks the razor's edge between hero and thief, this moment was a declaration. Catwoman would do whatever it takes. The 6. Captain America decapitates. Baron Blood, Captain America, number 254, 1981. Captain America embodies moral restraint, but sometimes restraint isn't enough. When Baron Blood, a Nazi vampire, threatened innocent lives, Steve Rogers made a shocking choice. He hurled his shield with lethal precision, decapitating the vampire on the spot. This was no accident, no unfortunate miscalculation. Cap knew that a monster like Baron Blood couldn't be contained or redeemed. He also recognized that imprisonment or mercy would only lead to more death, because a supernatural predator like Baron Blood could always find a way to return. By ending him then and there, Steve ensured no one else would suffer. And this was a reminder that Captain America was a soldier in World War II, where he had taken lives before when necessary. Steve understood that when it's necessary and the right thing to do, he doesn't hesitate to cross the line. For a hero defined by ideals, it was one of his rarest and most brutal acts, carried out with unwavering resolve, because in his heart, he knew it was the only right decision. 5. Wolverine beheads Sabretooth. Wolverine Volume 3, number 55, 2007. Few rivalries in comics are as savage as Wolverine versus Sabretooth. For decades, their battles left bodies and scars, each encounter bloodier than the last. In this storyline, Sabretooth was on a rampage, killing countless innocents with no sign of stopping. Wolverine had once forged a special katana called the Muramasa blade, designed to negate healing factors. It was originally made for himself, in case he ever went berserk and someone needed to put him down. But now, with Sabretooth beyond control and reason, Logan saw its true purpose. During their brutal confrontation, Sabretooth, in a rare moment of clarity, even asked Wolverine to end him. And Logan did. With one stroke of the Muramasa, he decapitated his greatest rival, permanently ending the threat. Unlike other moments where Wolverine questioned his humanity, this was different. He felt no guilt, no hesitation, only grim resolve. It was the kind of decisive act that only Wolverine could deliver. Feral, final, and without regret. 4. Nick Fury kills Uatu the Watcher. Original Sin, number 8, 2014. The Watcher was meant to be untouchable, a cosmic observer beyond the reach of mortal men. But Nick Fury isn't like most men. In Marvel's Original Sin, Fury admitted to killing Uatu to steal his secrets, literally taking the Watcher's eyes to harness his knowledge. What pushed him to that point was Uatu's refusal to break his vow of non-interference. Uatu had already been attacked and had one of his eyes stolen by Dr. Midas, but he would not reveal the attacker's identity. Fury knew that whoever held the eye could unleash its power in devastating ways, posing a grave danger to Earth and beyond. The only way to uncover the truth was to kill Uatu and take his remaining eye, which had recorded the image of the attacker. It was an unthinkable betrayal of cosmic law, but Fury saw it as a necessary evil to protect the world. And yet, Fury never begged forgiveness. He accepted the role of the unseen, cursed to replace the Watcher as penance. But he stood by the act itself. Cold, pragmatic, and ruthless. This was Fury at his most dangerous, reshaping the Marvel Universe with a single shot. 3. Spider-Man rips apart. Morlun, Friendly Neighborhood. Spider-Man number 3, 2005. Spider-Man is famous for holding back, for finding another way. But Morlun wasn't just any enemy. this vampiric predator had fought Peter before, gouging out and eating his eye in one of their savage battles. When Morlun returned and stormed into the hospital where Peter lay weakened, he threatened to finish the job and even broke Mary Jane's arm. That was the breaking point. Peter Parker unleashed his raw animal fury. In a shocking moment, he gouged out Morlun's eye and tore him apart with his bare hands and teeth. This wasn't the wisecracking hero we all knew. It was the spider inside, primal and merciless. And afterward? There was no hand-wringing or haunted guilt. When Peter finally collapsed, he took his last breath in Mary Jane's arms, and everyone mourned his passing. But even then, he never regretted what he had done. He had made a promise to always be there for Mary Jane, and in killing Morlun, he proved he would keep that promise no matter the cost. 2. Thor drains Galactus. Thor Volume 6 No. 6, 2020. Galactus, the Devourer of Worlds, was one of Marvel's greatest cosmic forces, until Thor decided to end him. At first, Thor reluctantly worked alongside Galactus to prepare for the coming threat of the Black Winter, even helping him siphon power from multiple worlds. But the breaking point came when one of those planets, whose people were willing to aid Thor and Galactus peacefully, was devoured by Galactus before its inhabitants could safely escape. Watching Galactus sacrifice innocence for his own hunger enraged Thor. With the power of the All-Father, he fought back, drained Galactus of his energy, and executed him without hesitation. Thor then turned Galactus's colossal corpse into a bomb to defeat the Black Winter. He didn't falter. He didn't mourn. He judged Galactus guilty and delivered the sentence of a god. For Marvel fans, seeing Thor stand over Galactus' lifeless body wasn't just shocking. It was awe-inspiring, cementing Thor as a cosmic executioner without remorse. 1. Wonder Woman snaps. Maxwell Lord's neck. Wonder Woman, Volume 2, No. 219, 2005. In one of DC's most infamous moments, Wonder Woman faced an impossible choice. Maxwell Lord had enslaved Superman's mind, turning him into a weapon of mass destruction. Lord told Diana the only way to free Clark was to kill him. Without hesitation, Wonder Woman snapped his neck on live broadcast for the whole world to see. Governments condemned her. Other heroes questioned her. But Diana herself, she never wavered. She stood by the act, declaring it necessary to save lives. What made this even more shocking was how public it was. A symbolic act that played out like an execution before a global audience. Diana knew the fallout would be immense, but she accepted it, because her mission was always about protecting the innocent above all else. It was shocking, brutal, and unforgettable. The moment Wonder Woman proved she would do what others could not, no matter the cost. From gods to street-level vigilantes, these moments remind us that when heroes kill without regret, the shockwaves last forever. Which one do you think was the most shocking? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more deep dives into the boldest moments in comic history.